Hey, dudes, once more unto the breach. We're back again, guys. Sunday morning here, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time in Alberta, Canada. Chilly out there today, guys. Let me give you a quick weather update in my part of the world. My part of the world, actually, it's not that bad. It's really frosty out there. We're just getting above freezing point here, 1 degree Celsius, but quite a hard frost yesterday. Been chillier for the last couple days, but I'll take it. As long as it's not minus 20 or minus 30. I'll take it. Guys, what are we doing today? So yesterday we did the GIla Monster ride. Awesome ride. Lots of great riders there. We covered the C, Bs, and the As. Up the big climb. I think there was 1,068 meters of climbing. Kind of in the back end of the race. Saw some great action. We got the TT highlights in from Friday. Today, totally different, guys. Silver City. And this is an actual place in New Mexico. Looked it up this morning. It is near the GIla. GIla is more to the northwest of here. Silver City is kind of like the big town in the area. And they do have a stage of the Tour of the GIla every year that runs here. You're seeing it on screen right now. Men's A, Stage 3, Silver City Crit. 15 laps, guys. Let's see how many people make it out today. How many people were out maybe a little bit too late last night, and they're just not feeling it today. They're a little off. I kind of feel that way, guys. I feel a little bit sick today, but we will power through here. We will power through. And I've already been streaming this morning too, guys, so I am just tuned right up with the action today, guys. Switched my jersey earlier. I was in the Metallica Ride the Lightning jersey right across here. Switched to, this is my Crank jersey. Guys, it's kind of greenish here. It's greenish here. So, yeah, that's why I'm kind of see-through there. It's all green through there. Green stripes on the side too, so you can't actually see that stuff. I had to pop outside quickly, take care of the animals. Didn't know if I had food. Car broke down last night, guys. Car broke down. So we have 2 SUVs. Just going to tell you the quick story here as we got some time to fill in. Joey's Jeep has a right front signal light that it's not the bulb. It's the wiring harness itself. She got it that way brand new and noticed right away, like, hey, why is my signal not working? Then it would work. Then it wouldn't work. Then it would work. Then it would work. Then it wouldn't work. I took it into the dealership. They wanted to charge me for it. I whined. They charged me $300. I think they just taped some wires together. Like, I don't think they even changed parts. Bulb is complete. Well, I don't know if the bulb's out. Don't know. And it's one of those ones you got to reach in through the wheel well. There's a cap you take off there. You got to reach your arm all the way in to try to get to it. I have the bulbs. Anyways, Joey says to me, oh, we need to go to town. I'm like, yeah, cool. Let's get out of the house for a bit. And she goes, oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you, Colin. When I brought it home, kind of had a little bit low on gas. Yeah, we were super low. So I had basically just the amount of gas to get to town. Like, I think it said 31 kilometers, and it's 33 to town. And I'm like, what do I do? She didn't want to drive the Jeep because pitch blackout, that front signal light, she's already been pulled over. Cop gave her a warning, like, hey, you got to get this fixed. And then it'll work the next day. So it's one of those issues. Is it working? Okay, great, leave it. And then 2 days later, it stops. I think it's done now. So whatever they fixed, I'm going to have to try to figure it out now. So I was like, well, I don't want to break down on the way to town. I don't want to be stuck on the side of kind of a road that's got a shoulder that's like this wide, because there's roads like that here. I found a jerry can and thought, well, I don't know how old this gas is, but I got to try something here. About a gallon of gas in there. Yep, no problem. The car was running, started running, because it still had good fuel in the fuel lines. Once it got to the old fuel, 1 mile down the road, we broke down. Had to park the car, get it off the road. It's parked at a farmer's field approach. I walked home, got the Jeep. The one that we didn't want to drive because we didn't want to get pulled over. So we used it anyways. So long story short, we should have just taken the Jeep, taken the jerry can or a different one that had clean gas in it, got all that. Like I told Joe yesterday, I go, this is probably like a few $100 now. And here we are broken down on a Saturday night. There's no one to call. Where am I going to get it towed to? I'm not going to tow it home and then tow it again. So it's just parked there. So first thing tomorrow morning, I got to call a couple of places in town and say, hey man, can you fix this? Like, how quick can you do this? I really need that car when I live this far out of town. And then once they say they can do it, I pray tomorrow. Oh guys, here we go. Here we go, guys. We got some stuff coming from yesterday, I think. Here's our schedule, guys. We are on the November 14th through the 16th right now, 3-day stage race tour of the GIla. Next event coming up will be on the 29th and the 30th. That will be a Saturday and a Sunday. We'll be back to one-day classic. So hopefully, I think I might have that data. I'm going to look it up here and see what those events will be. I think I might have it. Probably going to be GPX roads again. That's hard to say. Hard to say. We're going to have to look at that, and I'll get back to you guys on that. Then after that, we have another stage race on the 12th, 13th, and 14th, 10 days out before Christmas. One-day classics after Christmas. You can burn off all the extra stuff that you ate right before New Year's, get your New Year's resolution going again, build your FTP by 30 watts this year. You're going to lose 8 pounds, so then you don't need to build 30 watts because your watts per kilo is going to be going up as you lose weight, guys. Let's do that. Let's do that. Dudes, I saw something funny this morning, popped up on Facebook. UCI starting to scrutinize more the use of pre-sauna tactics. Or I guess it would be called sauna pre-race tactics. Dudes jumping into saunas right before a race, trying to sweat out all that fluid in them, lower their body weight. Dude, that's dangerous. It's dangerous for anything. But like people were saying in the comments too, it's like, well, every sport does this. That's where weight's important. Fights do it. Wrestling does it. Dudes, what's going on now? Here we go, dudes. We are off, dudes, and looks like we only have 4 in the chute here. This will be the A-class guys. Ludwig Karlberg, Martin Coffey from yesterday. Adam Carr was here yesterday. Adam was in the A-class. Unfortunately, he had to step away. And Will Harden. Will Harden yesterday won Category A. Martin Coffey was second. And that was on that big monster GIla climb. The GIla monster. So we only have 4 riders today, guys. It's going to be a lot of left-hand bends, a lot of left-hand corner share. Ludwig Karlberg on screen. We got Adam Carr back on screen. So I wonder what happened to Adam yesterday. I wonder if that was a planned, I'm going to jump in and do a bit of the ride and then leave, and guys, that's totally acceptable. Stuff happens, right? He probably had something big going on that day, or was it a mechanical that he had? That could have happened too. So dudes, heading out here, let's see how they're going to play this one out. Now you can see the profile on the bottom of the screen. Really nice seeing this. 15 laps. We start with a little bit of a climb. Looks like 1 to 2% maxed out gradient there. Just a little bump. Downhill. We do the thing over and over again. So the climb and the descent are going to be super important. Climb and the descent are going to be so critical in this race. You're either going to use the climb to accelerate away, drop some huge watts on that really, really shallow gradient. Like the profile, dudes, makes it look a lot steeper than it is. That's just called vertical exaggeration. If you took this hill and actually stretched the course out 27 kilometers, looks like a rider's gone right now. One rider up the river, it's Ludwig Karlberg's going early, guys. Ludwig goes on a bit of attack here, 500 watts. I can see Adam Carr reacting out of the saddle now. Adam's out of the saddle now, dropping the watts there too. And look, he's backing off now. Looks like he's back on. So they will be dropping here. So this might be a tactic where attack on the flat at the top, carry your momentum down the other side, all 4 riders back together. So Ludwig just feeling everyone out here. Will Harden moves to the front with Martin Coffey. Ludwig and Adam just jumping on the back wheels right now on the descent. So it's going to be a matter of finding out who's paying attention when. You guys aren't paying attention, that's when the attacks come. So let's keep an eye on this, guys. So again, guys, we're going to have 4 left-hand bends coming to the end of the first lap already. This is going to be very fast, guys. Very, very fast. I got a lot to do today. I got a lot to do. When this is done, I'm going outside and I got to get that signal light in Joey's car, in her Jeep. That's the reason why we took my car, because her signal light's out and we don't need someone crashing into us. We don't want to crash, she's already been warned by the RCMP nearby. Hey man, change that. It's in the wires. Kind of hard to fix without probably spending, I think the part for that wiring harness was like $1,300. So not a fan of that. Guys, let me just get this all opened up here. There is that. Who is here today? Dawn saying, good morning, dude. It's 53 Fahrenheit in New Jersey, so a little bit warmer than here. Long John loves to moke us here saying, interesting. Yo, what's up, Colin? Dude, Long John, good to have you here, dude. Just a very, very small race here. It's going to be a fast one. We've got some really, really high-end riders here. I think a lot of people are missing out on these race opportunities on Training Peaks Virtual here. Guys, Training Peaks Virtual, the most realistic training application out there. It's known as that. It's promoted as that. Graphical upgrades recently. A lot of routes to do, and the introduction of GPX routes. So again, this is a GPX route you're riding. This route is not currently available to ride if you just entered the world of Training Peaks Virtual. The two islands, the kind of the jungly island, and then the ice island, the rocky island, the mountain island. You would have to find the GPX route. You would have to create your own event. And probably somewhere on Discord, there's probably like a GPX route creators catalog library where maybe you can swap and trade GPX routes. I actually downloaded them all. It's super easy to do. Super easy to do, guys. This will be coming through, first time through the start finish, guys. 15 laps to go. You can see it there right now. Is it 15? Yeah, I guess it would be. Echelon Racing Promotions here, guys. Again here. Okay, this is Adam Carr now pushing at the front. Martin Coffey comes back here. Guys, really nice speeds here on the descent. Okay, so that would have been for the first lap. We're coming up just 2 laps done already, guys. This is just 4 left-handers, a little lump, and then a little drop down. So again, some dudes are going to attack on the climb. Again, it's not a climb. It's just a... Actually, look here. We're getting 3-4%, so I'm glad I'm watching that. I'm watching Ludwig out of the saddle here, powering up this climb right now. So when he comes through the start finish right there, it's actually 4%. And believe it or not, dudes, you're going to feel that 4% on Training Peaks. It's not tuned down to 1% and you think you're doing it at 4. All 4 riders going through probably within 1 second of each other. Let's take a look at these dudes here. Ludwig on the front, currently cruising along at 39 kilometers an hour. Looks like each lap is just under 2 kilometers per lap, guys. Yep, we've got 15 laps and we're going to be doing 26 kilometers, something like that. Ludwig on the front right now, Swedish rider here, riding for Team MASH, it looks like. I wonder what that stands for. Martin Coffey in second place. Little bit gaps are forming, guys. These two need to jump on right now. Will Harding, Adam Carr need to try to jump on, and here they are. They're back. They are back, guys. Last time through, actually, it was the first time through. Ludwig Vent. I said Vent. Ludwig Vent. He went on the top, on the flat section on the top, just to see what's going on with these riders. See who's going to react where. Okay, nice kit there, too. Nice kit, custom kit here over on Training Peaks Virtual. 3 riders up front. 1 rider just dangling off the back here. This is Martin Coffey. He's going to have to do a jump here. Okay, here we go. Here we go, folks. Will Hardin makes the attack here right now. Will pushing out 600-700 watts here. And again, he's attacking on the flat section, probably to carry high speed into the descent. The one time you don't go, he's going to use that descent to his advantage and get an even bigger gap before the next climb. Small gap to Coffey here, guys. Very small gap. With Adam Carr right now, Ludwig, Will Hardin, and Martin Coffey. Looks like he's maybe 5-6 seconds back. You can just see them up the road there. And just see them going up the road. Wind's coming across, I think it's his right shoulder here. Again, it's all left-hand bends. Criterium circuit, counterclockwise here in the town of Silver City. Okay, Wesley Bickler. Dude, this guy, he's back. The downhill's the perfect attack point for creating a gap with a little over a lap to go or somebody looking to go long. Hitting that climb with speed and a gap. 5x5, you got her, dude. Joe Myers here's win for Joe's Guitar Shop in the pipe. 5x5, baby. Yeah, I can see attacks going, yeah, on the climb. Dude, anywhere, really. You might catch them sleeping on the flats before the descent and just carry momentum through. Watching the replay here, the small gap. You know, we're probably talking 8, 9, 10 bike lengths there, guys. All 4 are, well, 3 are together, and then it looks like Martin's coming. Martin's probably maybe 50 meters off the back here. Slow-mo replay, thank you, ZMS Esports Studios. Flipping back in, guys, here. Yep, gap is opening. Martin Coffey, 11 seconds back right now. So we got Adam Carr, Will Hardin, and Ludwig Karlberg at the front. Martin will now be doing all the battling by himself, trying to smash his way through the wind. And dudes, this 7K an hour wind will make a huge difference. Huge difference. I've already told you guys, I tested it out on the velodrome with like maybe a 4 or 5 kilometer hour wind. And on the front straight, I'm doing 38, 39. On the back straight into the wind, 34, 35. It just instantly slows down. Again, those speeds all depended to who was around me on course. Sometimes I was doing the laps solo. Sometimes I had maybe someone riding ahead of me, so that might have helped my speed a little bit into those winds, more drafting. We do have 3 at the front here, guys. We're already through 3 full laps. 3. Yeah, Wesley. Yeah, guys, sorry I missed the B's and C's this morning. I'll be doing a catch-up on that here afterwards. Super busy around here. I was doing some other racing this morning, and now I just got to think about my car. So my car's broken 1 mile down the road. It's safe, I guess. I have animal feed in the car, so I got to take Joey's car, the one with the signal light that doesn't work. Go down there, get the feed out, just so I got food for later for the animals. Then I'll try to do the bulb, and just actually, is it coincidence that the bulb's out? Or is it just the wiring acting up again? So, time for Joey to get a new car. New car coming for Joey. Let's get rid of that piece of junk. Actually, I think I'd rather keep the Jeep and get rid of my Mazda. I got a Mazda CX-9, kind of like their big SUV. I think I like the Jeep better. Just higher up, better than snow. A fresh breeze. That's right, Dawn. It's called a fresh breeze. This is barely a fresh breeze as well. On Pro Cycling Stats, guys, if you ever watch any of my real world videos, like outside professional racing, Pro Cycling Stats will call like a 20K an hour wind a fresh breeze. So obviously that tells me that the Pro Cycling Stats dudes are probably located in the Netherlands or Belgium, where 20K an hour is a light wind. Like, it's not even feelable. Tony C here. Dude, I'm so glad to see Tony back too. Tony saying he's the worst subscriber ever. Have not been online for many weeks. Happy back. Can I ask you just to repeat what exactly we were watching, and are we rooting for anyone in particular? Tony, we're rooting for everyone here. Tony, this is a small criterium race we got going on. This is the Echelon Racing League today. Virtual inside cycling stuff. And this is on the Training Peaks virtual platform. So these are dudes in their pain caves, in their own personal 10x10 cubes of suffering and despair, racing in the mornings in a race league that's going to happen we started early November and it goes right through to the end of January. Tony, earlier today, I did a cyclocross race in Belgium. We were in Hammer. I think that's how you say it. Just drop the R on the end. Earlier this week, we were in Merckxplas, and on Tuesday, the 11th, we were in Niel, all around Antwerp. So yeah, Tony, been busy, and I love doing the cyclocross, and I love doing all this inside stuff as well. Watching how hard these riders are going. Pretty cool that Martin got himself right back in there too. So Martin was dangling quite a ways off the back, and now he's up there. So dudes, he was messing around at the back. He was switching music. You know, he kind of got to one of those slower songs he didn't like, so he grabbed his phone, looked up. He was like, oh man, I'm 50 meters down. It happens that quick, guys. Happens just that quick. Again, so the wind's here. I need to get a good look at that. Looks like it's coming over their left shoulder here. Big speed boost here, man. Out to 72, 73K an hour on the little descent here. On the descent every time, guys. Looping around the corner. Remember, it's just 4 corners here. We can see the finish line in the distance here. And so gaps have opened up again. Ludwig's going to have to... Well, Ludwig's pretty close here. He's out of the saddle. Probably going to use this hill here through the finish line to pull back on. That's exactly what he's doing here. Watch him coming back on now. 460 watts here. Over 400, just holding it. 3 riders together there. Just got to see where everyone is now. So that's that's Ludwig at the front. Oh yeah, Ludwig wears a really colorful kit. That's the MASH kit, M-A-S-H. I'm not sure exactly what that stands for. Adam Carr, Will Harden, and Martin Coffey. So I'm not sure if Martin is there. 1, 2, 3 riders. Yeah, they're all 4 there. All 4. So that was going through the start line. On this lap through, Ludwig came through last, I believe, but then he accelerates past everyone. And he's up the road now. So interesting. Yeah, I like that. Ludwig's coming through, passing everyone there, and now he has a gap, guys. Ludwig has a real gap here, guys. Okay, so we've got Will Harden in Group 2, Martin Coffey in Group 3. 3 together here. These groups are changing all the time, guys. So it's Will Harden, Ludwig, and Adam Carr. Sometimes I'm seeing the replays here, guys, just trying to catch up with what's going on. Martin Coffey, 10 seconds back. So we have a group of 3 at the front. All came back together now. 10 seconds back, we have Martin Coffey. So Martin was back on for a bit. Looks like he's fallen out the back again. I don't know how I missed that. Laps are fast and furious, guys. Dawn saying, I'm spinning the legs while watching this one. Nice, Dawn. Tony, rooting for everyone. That is nice. At least who are we rooting for will definitely win. Exactly. We have a 100% chance of winning today, guys. Yeah, okay, so I see all 4 of them on screen here. Seeing all 4 on screen right now. Through the replay finish here. So I think Coffey came through 3rd. No, he was 2nd place there. He was 2nd going through there. 2nd going through, and then I think on the little climb, Martin's just falling out the back. Martin's coming back again, though. It's only 2 seconds. He's right back again, guys. So these little bumps are... I think that last time through, that little bump caught Martin out. He's going to learn what's going to happen here this time. So it does climb right here, guys. You can see the road going up and away from us here through the finish line banner. Martin's going to have to stay more on top of the power here so that he doesn't slip away. Looks like he's right in it, and he's in a perfect draft zone right now. Just hang right there, Martin. Hang right there. Wind coming over their left side, left front area, left front shoulder, 4% grade here. Just get on, surf some wheels. Nice. No big attacks through that time. So guys, that's how quickly it can happen. Martin would have had to do some huge work, try to pull back that 50, 60 meter gap. He's back with them now. I love it. Love it. So we've only got 2 riders on camera, guys. Remember, I think if you want to get your camera on, you have to submit it the right way. There's like certain dimensions for it, but you can be on there. Let me just turn that down, guys. We don't need to hear from that. It's a constant, let's connect with Colin Day, I think. Someone was calling me at 20 after 7 this morning from Ontario. I don't know anyone in Ontario. Okay, dudes, through 6 full laps right now. We're on the 7th lap. So it's basically 4% climb, little section of flat, straight bombing downhill, back into the same climb, repeated. So these guys are going to know the course quite well, and they will have the finish dialed in. Who's going to go early? And you know what, dudes, I'm learning all this is. I know I've seen Ludwig sprint before. He's got a really good sprint. The other guys, I don't think I've seen them actually sprint before. So I don't know who your sprinter is here. Will Harden, to me, just from the way he rode yesterday, I think he's more of a time trial rider. I think that's his thing. I could be totally wrong, guys. Just the way he was riding yesterday in the GIla Monster route. He was on a TT bike. Just his style of riding. Maybe a bit lower cadence rider. Actually, that'll be really cool to watch here. Let's see the riding techniques here. Not going to see the same kind of numbers that we saw yesterday on that huge climb. Remember yesterday, Coffey was riding basically solo, pushing 290, 300 watts all the way up the climb. You don't have to do that today here with this a little bit of a descent, guys, and the draft helping you. So you can just surf some wheels. You're going to be pushing 100, 200 watts. Wow, look at Martin's heart rate right now, 117. He's just chilling out. This is like he's reading a book here. Back on course. And now we're over to Adam Carr here, 124 beats per minute. Slow. Adam looks like he's like a well-seasoned inside rider. He's got that technique, low cadence, big gear grinding. Guys, this is very common inside now. Off the front goes Martin Coffey. 400 watts here by Will reacting here. Let's see Will Wides here. Just under 500 watts, 82 RPMs. Actually gets to 562 watts here. Pushing hard. Yesterday, Will Harden was doing a lot of 340, 350 watts all the way up that climb, 65, 70 RPM. So just kind of grinding out a big gear. On the front now again, Will Harden here. Cruising right along. And yeah, it's going to continue with this power right through here, guys. Will's continuing, and this is no joke. This little move Will's putting on here. People are reacting now. Ludwig sees the danger up the road. Will and Adam are up the road. 4 seconds back. Sorry, it's 1 second back to Ludwig. The other 2 riders are 5 seconds up the road. That's from Martin Coffey at the back. Martin's surfing Ludwig's wheel right now, hoping to get pulled right back on there. Oh, this might be good to see too. I've noticed when I ride on Training Peaks, I'll have a really good draft. Let's say I'm drafting a real person or maybe a bot. As soon as the corner comes, if the corner is sharp enough, you'll notice the draft bar drop down, which makes sense. They're going around the corner. The draft is stronger behind them at that point. You're off to the side, actually, so your draft should drop. I'm going to see if I see that here. So Martin's in a really nice draft zone now. It all depends on the corner, I think. Here's Martin. Adam Carr just ahead. Ludwig up the road. Will is trying to surf away. Not sure if I saw the time. I'm trying to watch too many things here, guys. But yeah, Will has a little bit of a lead, guys. Ludwig's going after him, trying to pull him back right now. Adam's just dangling outside the draft, it looks like. And really nice draft here on this downhill here, guys. Really nice draft. You can see the draft extends back a long ways. A long ways. Up to 4%. We're in the 1 now. It will peak out at 4% up through the finish line here. Martin's just got to sit here, hang on to these wheels. Ludwig's back with Will right now. So that was kind of an early halfway attack for Will there to see what's going to be left in these dudes. And the way they're pedaling right now, I don't think Will's dialing it back. Watching Ludwig here, and well, Martin's pushing all close to 400 watts right now. Will's still trying to power through here, making these other guys react. Here's the replay, guys. This would be Will coming through. I think that was Ludwig, Adam Carr, Martin Coffey. So they're all together this time. You know, just a couple laps ago, Martin found himself way off the back, worked it back in. Okay, Ludwig's back on. Will must have dialed it back there. Ludwig chased him down. Adam Carr at the front. Martin hanging in this really nice draft zone back here. Guys, we're over halfway already, and we're only 20 minutes into the race. Okay, wow, lots talking here. Oh, you're Sanka. We got the Sanka guys. Don saying K driving this morning with my mug of Sanka. Joe saying Will H is a high-level rider. Joe, I thought that from yesterday. Like, he was pushing huge watts on the climb. Finished first in that was the A category yesterday. Yeah, that was the A category yesterday, I think. Oh, cafe ride. Cafe ride for Dawn this morning, so just chilling. Yep. Joe's asking, Dawn, are you in New Jersey? He says, as in Clifton, New Jersey? Yep, Dawn's in New Jersey, dude. Awesome. I love knowing this, man, the community. It's so weird, the community. We're all riding bikes inside virtually. We find out here that Joe's guitar shop, Joe Meyer, lives about 20 minutes from where Dawn does in Clifton, New Jersey. New Jersey, the Garden State, because a petrochemical refinery state did not fit in on the license plates. Yeah. Dawn saying Garrett Mountain is nice. Okay, so Tony used to live in Connecticut, it looks like. Always ripping on Jersey. Not bad. It is how it is, guys. Everyone does that, right? We do it in Alberta here. If you're from Calgary, you don't like people that live in Edmonton. If you're from Edmonton, you don't like living in Calgary. Exact same people. It's just so dumb. Dude, it's really cool seeing these 4 stay together. I think people that missed this event are going to be sitting on the sidelines kicking themselves right now. Nice, fun Criterium race here. Just something different. Criteriums have done really, really well on Training Peaks, especially with the GPX routes. Loving this. The winds, the road resistance, the drafting, and the hills are all real, guys. That 4% probably, I'd love to hear from one of the riders what they think of that little 4% over and over, because I think it's got some of the best simulation of hills and slopes out there. I will be riding. Oh, dude, I hope I'm riding today. I guess first thing first is go outside and try to be a mechanic. And by being a mechanic, I mean a light bulb changer. So, you know, reach in there, put the hand straight through the backside, try to reach the bulb, drop the bulb, and try to get Joey's car because she has to go to town. She has to go into the big city. She can't be driving out without that front signal light. It's like, hey, give me a ticket. Dudes, we're on. We are full 8 laps right now. 8, maybe 9. Probably what this time of the race, guys are okay, man. I know where it's going to go. I've seen all their moves. What do I do next? What do I do next? Where can I attack? Adam Carr on the front right now. Martin Coffey, Will Hart. And I'm really glad these guys are all together. It makes for a better race. It's just really, really competitive here. Yeah, all 4 are right here. Part of these things too, guys, when you're riding inside, you have to learn how to play the draft, how it actually works, how sticky is it. Anyone riding here will know what I'm talking about. If you don't, all these platforms kind of do the draft a little bit differently. Some, when you're in the draft, you're like latched right on. It's kind of sticky. Other ones, and at the same time, that same platform I'm talking about, when you're out of the draft, it's impossible to get back on. Like when you get dropped, you are never, ever getting back on if there's 30, 40 people up the road. Second it goes by you, you're right on it. Some have draft that's a little bit too generous maybe, and they're all kind of tweaking it at the same time. It's when you're in the race itself, when you're using the platform itself, it's the same for everyone. So because I kind of knock on someone like, oh, that draft is way too generous, different platform, but it's the same for everyone, so it probably doesn't matter. I just know I'm not rolling around at 39, 40K an hour. If I wanted to be realistic, I'm probably rolling around 31, 32. That's a totally different thing though. Okay, guys, here we go. Climbing up again through the start-finish chute here. Up through this 4% every time. Adam out of the saddle again. Grinding that 350 watts out at about 67, 68 RPMs here. Replay through. Everyone's right close together here, guys. Everyone knows what the other riders are thinking and doing now. I mean, that's what I'd be trying to do if I even had a chance of hanging on with these guys. I'd be like, okay, so-and-so likes to go here. This guy wants to go there. What does it say here? Joe's guitar. Does the different wheel setup actually make a difference in TPV? Joe, I think I talked about this yesterday because I noticed that Will rode a TT bike all the way on the GIla Monster yesterday. I got to assume, like on a lot of the platforms, the equipment gets neutralized. I just got to assume that for racing. Most higher end racing, they will neutralize all equipment so that, you know, it's pretty fair for everyone. Tony C here. Riding inside, you also need to learn not to do the nature breaks while riding. Definitely, dude. Definitely. Good thing the events are mostly shorter. But yeah, guys, that could have happened yesterday. That GIla Monster ride, there was probably people jumping off their bikes and having to go use the bathroom at some point. For me, hour and 15 minutes. I guess you don't think about it as much when you're riding. But yeah, I've had to do nature breaks on my bike rides. I think there's a Cozumel ride that I've done quite a few times. It ends up being about 80K. Yeah, that's usually a nature break ride for me. So I kind of plan on it, grab a second bottle of water. Cozumel ride, that's the GFNY. I'm sure you guys have heard of that, the GFNY. I think they do a bunch of Grand Fondos. So they have and they probably just had it. It might be this time of year. Yeah, it's in November in Cozumel. They have the GFNY ride. You can do a 1 lap or a 2 lap. It's really competitive. And there's like, you know, I think the last time I saw there was like 2,500 or 3,000 people allowed to sign up, and it's full every time. Oh, we got an attack by Ludwig here, guys. Just trying to see this here. Actually, Martin's up the road here. Ludwig's second place here. Coming down the descent into the start chute. Ludwig reacts, goes after Martin. 1 second back to Will. Further 1 second back to, it's Will and Adam together here. Ludwig's having to work really hard here now. See that they're pushing 350 watts. It's probably close to Ludwig. To me, looks like about a dude, lean and mean Ludwig. So that's like a 5 watt per kilo effort for him. We've only got 2 riders on camera here. Adam Carr to the front, Ludwig and Will. Martin likes to slot in behind here. So Martin's on the move, probably trying to feel things out there. Slips to the back, probably going to jump into that draft and just hang on for a little bit here, waiting for his next attack. What I'm seeing there is Martin can attack probably on that descent and get away. These dudes are going to have to start watching that. Will goes to the front again. Again, huge push by Will here, guys. Outward somewhere around 600 watts, 575, 600 watts. Ludwig and Adam are going to start having to react now. Martin is okay. He's got it figured out. He knows where to draft at the back here, and he's just outside the draft. Well, he's in it now, guys. You can see the bar at the top here. He's just dangling out the draft. It just dropped down a little bit more around that corner. I just noticed that. And there is a bit of 1% here into the 0% gradient. They're in the flat section. I'd be kind of almost thinking attack as hard as you can on that flat section. Over the top. Use gravity and momentum to get to that finish line first. Just how much can you blow yourself up on that top part? Because there is a bit of a climb. There is a bit of a climb there. Ludwig to the front now, guys. Just catching a breath here. Remember, guys, there is braking on Training Peaks Virtual. I'm not really sure if I'm seeing the brake lights come on or not. Just noticing that now. So you do have to get slowed down for the corners. And a way a lot of the guys are doing this is, because I noticed, yep, there I'm seeing the brake lights now. Not really braking. You can brake with your keyboard. Like here, there's braking going on. You need to slow down for the corner. And I'm not really sure exactly how it works, but if you don't slow down enough, you will get auto slowed down, and it's even more of a penalty than if you slowed yourself down. So you got to kind of like play within the rules. What a lot of riders do is they'll use that instead of braking, just kind of do a coast. Keep some of that momentum. Don't worry about the braking. You're going to learn where you need to start coasting to lose some momentum. You also get that little mini brake. Will and Ludwig are up the road, guys. Adam Carr trying to chase back on 3 seconds back. Ludwig through first, then Will Harden. They have a 3-second gap over Coffee and Adam Carr here. So Martin's coming through now, guys. They've only got 3 more full laps to figure this baby out. They're probably already halfway through one of these laps right now as we go back. Yeah, they're just hitting the flats here. Beautiful stuff. 30 minutes in here. Nice big efforts. Ludwig has a really nice sprint at the finish. I remember on the first weekend at Georgetown when we were doing, I think it was the Coast and Roast one. Really nice double kick. Get the sprint and then have to go again. Don's saying, speaking of hand signal lights, one of my fuses on my 87 Monte Carlo went out, and I resorted to hand signaling. It works. Yeah, Don, I know we talked about that. It was just going to town last night. So, dudes, even though I said, well, I didn't want to drive the Jeep because it doesn't have a signal light, we still ended up driving the Jeep because it doesn't have a signal light, because it was our only option at that point. So now I'm stuck with trying to arrange to get my car towed to a shop tomorrow that's closed right now. There's no one to talk to. Can you fix my car today? Please fix my car today. It's just bad fuel. So I threw that jerry can in. That just said nope. So probably in the fuel lines now, there's just bad fuel. It will not fire. They're going to have to disconnect that fuel line, probably drain it out. I don't know what they got to do at the other end where the fuel injectors and stuff are. Hopefully it's just like, yeah, you just put the cable, just put the hose back on and let her go, dude. So I imagine the hose comes into a fuel injector distribution center, and yeah, just fire it up. Fire it up, guys. Otherwise, I guess I'm going to be CXing out outside this winter. I'll become that guy. Tony's saying, yeah, 87 Monte Carlo, nice classic Detroit car. Tony's rocking his 98 Ford truck. He'll need to pry it out of his cold, dead hands. Yeah, let's go, boys. Let's go. We're getting to the end here. 2 more full laps. They know the course now, guys. No excuses. Nowhere to hide either. Nowhere to hide, guys. Let's get it. Big Watt's coming, and then you're off for the rest of the day. It's Sunday afternoon here, guys. We've got family dinner. The girls, Addison and Avery, will be picking up their grandpa in Airdrie today. Bring them out. I told Addison, yeah, look out for my dead car on the side of the road. It's about a mile from here. And we'll have a little family dinner this afternoon with Granny here. Will Harden on the front, Ludwig chasing, guys. It is getting a bit rammy at the front here now. Like I'm seeing times where Ludwig's having to push 400 watts. And looks like Will's ready to pounce here. I think Will's going to go from further out. And again, guys, if you know Will, let me know. Will, to me, seems like he's a TT style rider. I know Ludwig has a big sprint. Will doesn't, I don't think he wants to hang out with Ludwig right before the sprint line. He wants to probably go early. And this is just based on the way I saw Will riding yesterday. Long range, big power. Here comes Ludwig now, jumping on Will's back end here. Down the little -1% gradient here, guys. It gets flat for a second, drops a little bit, flattens again, and then drops right away. Just drops off the face of the planet here on the backside. Going through one more time, guys. What are you going to do, boys? Let's go. Here's our two up front, and we do have a gap back to Adam Carr and Martin Coffey now. So it looks like we're going to have two sets of sprints. Hopefully I can catch both of them, guys. Joe's asking, what is their average time per lap? Dude, I'll have to figure that out here. I wasn't paying a lot of attention to that here right now, since I'm talking about my stupid cars that are broken down that I don't want to fix. I hate cars, man. Hate them. I used to love them. Now I'm just like, maybe I'll just fire up the old car. I got an old Porsche sitting out back there too. Fuel pump shot in that one as well. So I guess you got to do the fuel pump through. You have to go under the back seat. So I think you got to take the back seat out. And I was like, are you kidding me? Ludwig and Harden, who's going through here on the final lap first? They should have had some time bonifications on these laps. That would have really changed it up. Like every third lap have like a 1 second time bonification. Now that would have really put a cool dynamic to it. I saw that this morning. Ooh, here we go. Will lights it up right there. 765 watts, 878 watts going. Ludwig has to go. And this is kind of what I thought. I think Will likes to go from a long ways out. He doesn't want Ludwig hanging with him. Ludwig, I think, is right in the draft right now. A little bit further back, we've got Adam Carr and Martin Coffey together. So we are going to have two sets of sprints. Ludwig getting back on here, making a huge effort. Right now, what does Will do now? Does he keep pushing, push? Ludwig's just on the edge of the draft, you guys, and they are going into a very, very slight headwind. This will affect them here. Okay, let's see. How close can Ludwig get here? That's our 1 kilometer to go right there, guys. 1 kilometer to go flares. You can see them on the side of the road right now. The two orangey red flares. Ludwig's through right now, and he's on Will's wheel. This is where Ludwig takes a chill. I've been noticing about this Ludwig too. Ludwig, I think you're a lot like me, dude. I get runny nose when I ride. Just the hot effort, it just makes your nose go liquid. And guys, it's just like, it's not gross. It's just like liquid coming out, and then you have trouble breathing. I get that a lot, dude. I think it's real common for inside cyclists. So I think Ludwig is going to sit here and wait now. And he's going to have to think about this quick because we only have one more left-hand bend here. Ludwig is perfectly positioned now to make a huge attack. Might have gone to the front a bit too. Okay, no, we're okay. I thought they might have gone to the front too soon there. Will's going to go again. The other two boys back here just through the 1 kilometer to go. Will on the front, Ludwig out of the saddle and smashing it, guys. 1,600 watts. That's one of the biggest sprints I've seen in a long time, guys. Still holding. Ooh. Yep, still holding close to 1,200 watts. Massive RPMs. I saw 113 RPMs. Dip below 1,000 watts. 1 kilowatt. Ludwig is his new nickname, guys. Dip below to 978. This brother here said, no way, man. Kicked it back up over 1,000 watts. Took the win. Ludwig Karlberg, first place, huge sprint, and that's what Will was trying to avoid. It'd be really cool to see Will's numbers at the end there, too. Will Harden gets second place today. Martin Coffey timed this just right, and looks like he's going to be sneaking into third place here. Adam looks like he's chilled out already. We'll see Adam's numbers in a second here. He's moving along still at a nice pace here. So we got Martin Coffey coming in third place here. Martin just going to cruise to the finish line here. He's through third. Adam's going to be coming in next. Oh man, he's only 50 meters back. So Adam's right there too. Guys, once you lose that draft, it's kind of over. It's really hard to bridge back on. Great job, Adam. Hope to see all these dudes and a bunch more riders coming back, guys. There's so much good racing going on here. Yeah, that was awesome. Ludwig Carbel here. Love the slow one here. Ludwig's going to lose. This is where he just dipped down under 1,000 watts. Just watch here. I think he goes to 978 right here, 973. He pops it right back up. Ludwig, I'm watching you, bro. I'm watching you, Mr. Kilowatt. So yeah, I think his peak power that I saw was 1,661 watts. It's all on camera for you, Ludwig. Awesome stuff, guys. So dudes, yeah, I missed the B's and C's this morning. I kind of had that planned. We got the A's. I thought we might be able to overlap them somehow. Dudes, get in here. Get into this racing. Get in the video. Get qualified for USA Esports National Championships. You have to do one of these routes, or else you can't race in the USA Esports Championships. And I gotta say, last year I did see it. I saw a lot of newer names coming in the back half of the series, because I think they realized then, ooh, I have to qualify for this. So that's where we're at, guys. Schedule here. So don't forget, dudes, we're gonna do this quickly here, and then I'm going out to fix that car, or decide if I need to spend a bunch of money to fix the wiring. We're coming back November 29th and November 30th. One-day classics. I'll be throwing some data into the Training Peaks virtual Discord. Hopefully I can get the routes in there right away and you guys at least know what's coming. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to jump real quick. Glad everyone's here. Great job, Ludwig. Great job, Will, Martin, and Adam. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching.